thank you KLPF for inviting me for the past how many years I couldn't recall, but yes, thank you so much. If Jessica is here, thank you, but the fathers of KLPF is here, I will say thank you so much to you and to all the audience. Welcome to KLPF and welcome to my talk. I'm going to talk about my series of artwork that is upstairs at booth C01. You can have a look at my series of artwork upstairs later on. After you finish, listen to my talk. Okay, it's gonna be very simple, and if you have any questions, keep it to yourself first, because I'm just gonna do the talk for the next 20 minutes. Not gonna be that long. All right, it's gonna be about my artwork, a whisper of the past, photography memory, photography box of memory. Okay, and what I'm doing is more towards fine art photography, something different from the mainstream of photography. As you can see here in KLPF, there's a lot of beautiful photos of landscapes, nature, travel, and so on. But my point of view, my passion in photography is more towards fine art photography. And this is the series of artwork that I am doing right now. And like I said, you can take a look, pay a visit upstairs, level 2 C01. All right? And before that, before I start my sharing session or talk, okay, let's go to the next slide. Let me ask you guys. I have one question. Where's the questions? That'd be a surprise. A very simple question. Can we go to the next slide? Yes, thank you. Can you recall what is the earliest memory of your own self? Do you remember? When was it? The earliest memory that you can recall, was it at 3 years old, 4, 5, or maybe 7 months? If 7 months, you must be really, really like different. You remember? The earliest memory of yours? Okay, it's okay. Maybe you're too shy to share. Mine was as early as I was 3 years old, and it was like very, very clear that I can still remember every single thing happened during that particular moment when I was 3 years old. And right now, what I'm doing, why this whole series came out, and after that, I'm having this talk and also exhibition, thanks to KLPF as well, because this is the first time they invited me to be, I asked them, and then they gave me the opportunity to exhibit my artwork like as a solo booth. Before this, I didn't get the chance, or maybe I never approached them. And because of that, because of my study of getting to know my own self, this series came out. Because I kept asking myself about my who am I? What am I doing last time? And what is for? Who you are? And there's so many questions pop up in my mind, and therefore this series of artwork has appeared, and somehow, I don't know, you guys do the judgment of what do you think about the artwork. It's different, definitely different than the rest of the artwork that you can see here in KLPF. And once you start, you finish, you cannot answer my question, never mind. Okay, we go to the next slide. All right. Do you know Sigmund Freud? Anyone? Is the father of what? Who's Sigmund Freud? Oh, my batchmate. You know Sigmund Freud? The father of modern psychology. He said that the only person with whom you have to compare yourself is you in the past. And that was one of the questions that I have been having to myself. And that's why this series came out. Very, very interesting, don't you think? And maybe after this, any one of you guys would do or could do the same things as well, because the only thing that you need is just your own self. That's why. All right? Okay, we go to the next one. And from the research that I've done, these are the artists that has been doing self-portraiture for the past many years. All the prominent artists that you can see here, Sophie Calle, Vincent van Gogh, Frida Kahlo, this is quite familiar for those who are following them. And what I can see that none of them were talking about childhood memories. They talk about themselves. They talk about themselves. They talk about their own current experience and all, but hardly about their childhood, or maybe about the past. There's one photographer, I couldn't recall his name. He did a self-portrait, but he just did some like a photo documentation of himself from he was very young until now, right? Like a process of growing up. But mine is what you can see here on this slide. Next. So what do you think? Why did I do this? Why this thing came out? Why the idea? Why I say it's kind of fun? It was kind of fun, but now no, I don't need to shame myself. When I recall back, when I was like really young, I love to look at my dad or my father when he does the shaving part, and I felt like that looks fun. I should try it. And this is what I did. And I tried to recreate the things that I've done in the past. And because I don't have any hair on my face when I was 5, so the things that I have last time until now is just my eyebrow. So what happened was I shaved up my eyebrow. And after that I was like, what happened? It's like, okay, what is this? Interesting. There goes my eyebrow has gone, but the feeling of trying something different was really interest me. And one secret I would like to share with everyone, maybe it's no longer a secret. My ambition when I was really young, like 2, 3, 5, or even until 8 years old, I wanted to be a boy. I really want to be a boy. I wore, okay, now I don't feel like being a boy. I can just wear whatever comfortable outfit that I can wear. But last time I really feel like I want to be a boy. Why I cannot be a boy? And this is what happened. I was trying to shape myself. There's a series of it. Next. I took my own self. This is a series of photos that you can see. Look, it seems fun, right? Maybe you should try. The foam is actually really good. For those girls who haven't tried it, yeah, it's nice. It's like, oh, and then when I tried to put it on for the first time after how many years, it's just like, hey, there's Santa in the house. It looks like Santa. Alright, okay, keep your question. If you have any question, you may ask me afterwards. Next one. Look at that. Yes, I have problem with myself, which I love myself so much. That's why you can see this is a series of auto-portraiture, so-called self-portrait of myself. Talks about childhood memory. The first 3 photos is a series of me trying to become a boy, shave up and all. Alright, next. Do you see that? What do you see? What can you read? Can you read something? Yeah. Do you know Nobita? Some of you guys, during my generation, maybe you know. At the back, do you know who is Nobita? Yeah, very lazy boy. But I wanted to be like him. No matter how lazy he was, he always managed to, get away from any problems. And he loved to sleep. I love to sleep. But at the same time, I want to be someone that likes to fight. So there's a conflict of identity when I was young. And I want to be a police. I want to be Nobita. I want to be many other things. And that's something that I can recall for now. And this is what I have recreate it for me to memorize back what happened back then. This is something that I can like subconsciously and consciously think about. Okay, this is a conflict of identity, and this suitcase. Do you know how old is this suitcase? Do you think? I'm 41. Not ashamed to share my age, and that suitcase is 30 years old, 35 years old, maybe 35. Yes, and I still keep it. This is my toys suitcase. It's like very old, cannot use anymore, but yeah, it's still there. There's a lot of sentimental values that I can like relate and attach with this suitcase. All right, next. Look at that. Wanna be. There's something that the feeling of belonging is always there, and I always like, maybe someone will realize that things that happened in the past is something that mold who we are today. Things that happened in the past is actually shape the person we are right now, and that is why, in the process of getting to know your own self, this is what I'm doing. This is one of the process that I am taking to get to know myself better and better. And the suitcase is like one of the things that I still keep, and if I lose it, I think I'm gonna cry, like really cry. It's like it's older than some of you guys, like 30 years old suitcase. Yeah, and then there's a reason why I'm wearing a suit, and the other photos not wearing anything. And yeah, I wore something, but I just hide it. This one, yeah, a bit well dressed. Next. Okay, look at that. What do you see? Me again. Yes. And what are these? What are the things that you can see? Something that pop up in your mind. Questions. Why am I holding that mini suit? You see that? This one? Why I'm wearing blue suit? Why I'm holding that suit? The story behind this suit that I want to talk about. Remember just now I said I wanted to be a boy, that really wanted to be a boy, and most of my toys was not girl toys. I don't play cooking. And if I were to buy Barbie, I bought Ken Barbie, not Barbie. I don't comb their hair. I play with the suit. That belongs to the late Ken that I used to have. The Ken is gone, the suit is here. And yeah, my sister threw it. She said, what do you want to be? Why you still keep this thing? You're not supposed to play with this kind of toys. You're supposed to play with girls' toys. But I don't think that there's any problem playing with boys' toys. And that's a set of it actually, if you really look at it. Pair of shoes, the vest, this, and the only thing left, and that's why I'm wearing this suit without anything inside. To resemble back whatever things that I have left by Ken, who have died and left me. Oh, bye-bye Ken. But it's okay. And all of these Legos is also from the past 30 years toys that I kept. And it brings a lot of memories of myself during my childhood time. And I'll try to recreate, I'll try to make a post and not to forget all the techniques in photography. Remember, this is Kuala Lumpur Photography Festival. Remember, you need to still doing photography. And remember, photography is all about lighting. Okay, that's why I always keep the technical in hand, like a sharp technical, like this. But if I were to say, it's a very simple setting. If you have any question about the lighting, after this, you can just ask me. All right, next. And yeah, what's this? Self-obsessed. sometimes we feel down. Sometimes I feel down. As a normal human being, we will feel down at one time of life. We will feel down, but things that I would do whenever I feel down is to maybe capture my own self, feeling down. And then when I look back, hey, why you have to feel down? Life is too interesting for you not to feel down. And yes, I felt down for a while, and for that 1 second, and that's it. And the process of doing auto-portraiture or self-portrait makes me feel much better about my own self. And yeah, a bit high, a bit shy right now, but when I look at it, yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't know. Do you think this is interesting? No? To do. Thank you. Okay, next one. And the process, when I did my study, I'm still doing it, the process to look back and think about my childhood memories, I took a process of introspection. Introspection, you can Google it out, because if I talk about introspection, it will take another 20 minutes or 30 minutes of time for me to explain. But to make it simple, to cut it short, introspection is a process of you asking yourself and discover things that you never discovered before this. It's an interesting process that I should ask everyone to do it, like to get to know yourself better. And there's a wise person I've said that to have a good wisdom is to know yourself, and the world will be better somehow, right? And that is the process of my auto-portraiture or self-portrait. Next, to get back about the childhood memories. Oh yeah, one of the process, recalling the memories through introspection. And yes, if you look at it carefully, this series is it captured in three shots, and I capture in a different angle, different gestures, and I always have to talk to myself because I'm the model. And I'm the stylist. And then everything needs to be done by myself. And what should I do? How can I do? And this is what one of the things that I try to plan, try and error. And this is what came out with the dress of the late Ken. Okay, next. This is quite warm. I am actually sweating. Okay, this is another memories. So far, when I was at my booth, some people, they can relate with this. Can you relate with this? Photos. This is an oversized photos worn by me because back then, when I was young, I loved trying my father's shoes. And then I walk around in front of the house. Walk, listen to the sound of the shoes. And it makes me feel so happy. It's like, I did not try my mother's shoes because it was high heel. Whenever I try, I felt, and I didn't like it. Remember, I wanted to be a boy. And I tried my father's shoes. It's an oversized shoes, and I walk. The sound of the shoes makes me feel like a boy back then. It's really interesting. And this is a series of me trying an oversized shoes that represent my father's shoes, like that. Anyone who wants to buy these shoes, I bought it in a very good price. The brand is Hermes. It's a very expensive shoes, but I got it from bundle shop. And it's very comfortable. This shoes very comfortable, but this is an oversized shoe. I cannot wear it right now. Very comfortable. And the series trying to put on the shoes with all the caption, as you can see, is big, but it's okay. Feeling confident in these shoes, definitely. Next one. Look at that. I try to do or recreate many other actions that I can remember while doing this shooting, and this is the outcome that you can say. To fall is not to fail. I think all of us have fallen enough for us to be standing here, right? If you never fall, you have a really good bodyguard. Right? I'm sure everyone have fallen before, many times, and you just got up and walked, and too shy to admit it that you have fallen. But yes, that's one of the inspiration that I had. The reason that, it's not that when I wanted to be a boy, let me just add on. My mother was against it at all. My father was okay with it. So there's a conflict between them. I have one supporter, my mother who did not support me at all, but my supporter is stronger than my mother, and by the end of the day, I got it. And yeah, she like don't want to deal with my ego anymore, because I was like really stubborn. I wouldn't go out from the room at all if they want me to wear dress. It felt like they're asking me to get naked and walk. That's how I felt. That's how I really want to wear like a guy's thing. But I remember that time my mother said, wear this gown. I said, no, I don't like it. And yes, I wore shirt, pants, all boys on it. And during Hari Raya, I wore baju Melayu complete with songkok and samping. But that one I will share with you guys some other time. And this is the series that I can recreate right now and share with you guys. Next. Yeah, working to my dreams somehow, following my father's step. Yeah, there's a bit that I managed to follow. There's some other bit that no, but he somehow inspired me a lot to make me become the person who I am today. Okay, next. That's it. But before that, this is the series of my previous artwork. Do you see any different from the current series? These 4 images was taken back in 2013. This is during COVID. I got a really strong critique with this photo. Maybe everyone was not doing in a well mental state that time. There's a person commented about, why are you not wearing anything? Hey, I wore mask. This is 2014, 2016, and that was last year. And throughout the process, what I can discover and share with you guys, all this while, when I did self-portrait, I did not show my face. And this year, I think thanks to KLPF, they gave me some sort of aura, energy. Hey, just be yourself. Why you need to hide? There's a lot of effort being putting on this photo just to cover myself. Look at that. This is not an easy editing. There was no AI 10 years ago, 11 years ago. And this is a process of all of us to get to know yourself. And I took this approach to get to know my own self. And that is the difference that you can see. And the process will still go on until I die. Until we all die, okay, touch wood. But yes, until then, it's a long way process. To get to know yourself is a never-ending process. And for them, I think the time is just all right. Thank you very much. Any questions from the floor? No? Anything? I would love to, not ask, I would love to answer. Yeah. Sweats are falling down inside my shit. Soon, it's all gonna be wet. Any questions, guys? Cik Sadin? Tak ada? Nadira? I'm sure you have questions. let me just pass the mic. Let me be the moderator. Okay. Any questions?
No question, but thank you for sharing your personal story with us and sharing your beautiful work.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming here. I feel really grateful for everyone present as for today, even though I am sweating like hell. But it's a good feeling. Thank you again to KLPF. Oh, Cik Tapa. Ada soalan?
Being like a tomboy lah, dulu lah.
Sekarang pun sikit.
Sekarang pun sikit-sikit. Tapi can you show us later, next year ke apa kan, a ladylike photos?
Oh, I have that series of photos. Ladylike photos, yes, I have that. I'm a lady. I wear dress, I wear kebaya. But I feel more comfortable wearing like this. Yes, definitely, that could be a good challenge for me to dress that. But sometimes I feel like it's really not me. I've tried it. Just bear with me. This is something that I don't know whether it's sensitive or not. I will look like a bapuk. Bapuk tak jadi. Some of them will know. Some of you guys will understand. If I try too hard to wear girls' dress and all, if it's too ladylike or too feminine, I will look like, kau ni dah kenapa? What's wrong with you? Yeah, somehow it doesn't suit me, but yes, I can take that as a challenge. We'll take that in my mind. I'll do that. Cik apa? Masalah?
Series on the series, the shoe series, right? The shoe series, yeah. But is there any continuation of that series beside the shoe? Maybe something else.
Continuation?
Continuation from that series.
Okay.
You have about 4 or 5 pictures. Right? Is there any in your mind or in the future that you going
Yes.
to do a series of other things besides just the shoe?
Okay, thank you for the questions. Yes, definitely. This is just the beginning of my study of myself that I really want to share with people. Last time, I kept it to myself, but now I'm standing here and talking to all of you guys. And yeah, there'll be more series on that shoes, perhaps different kind of shoes. There's so many other things. I need to do more introspections kind of process.
It's not easy sharing about yourself. How is the process like when you're reflecting or going internal and then also sharing it to the public? How do you feel now that the project is also out there?
Right now I feel good. But to get to this good kind of feeling, it's a long process that I need to take. It's a long process that I need to talk to myself. Hey, I don't know whether it's happened to any one of you guys or not. Actually, the most difficult thing that you need to control is your own self in this life. Actually, for me to talk to my own self is different. It's not different. It's difficult. And I used to have a thought that I care about other people's thoughts, and I kept like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? And right now, I took a really brave. For me, the series that I've done just now was a brave step that I took, and there will be more series come out about myself because. Guys, this is just the beginning of it, and trust me, you should try it first. Not just selfie, good photos of yourself. From there, you will see that, oh my god, I look quite ugly, at this angle and that angle. Yeah, it's an interesting process that I want to share. More to come, and more to share with you guys. Anything from the back? No? Any question? Okay. There's no question. Thank you. Thank you for your time. I'll see you soon. Bye.